So today we're going to be taking a look at a live streaming software called Ecamm Live. And this software is definitely pretty interesting. It's not super expensive, and it seems pretty full-featured and pretty seamless. What I'm testing right now, as you see, I've got this top-down setup going on, is I've got a Focusrite Scarlett 2i4 sitting in front of me, and I'm testing, I have these wireless lav mics. This is the receiver, and this is the transmitter with the lav attached to it. I have these, I typically use them for cameras, but right now I'm trying to test, because I'm helping my church run a live stream on Sunday, just because of everything that's going on. So I'm trying to test taking this wireless lav mic right here, and routing it into the Focusrite, and then in turn into the Ecamm software, so that we can have an audio source through the Focusrite that's camera independent, because we're thinking of running two cameras, and if we run two cameras, whenever we would switch camera angles through the HDMI input that we will be using at that time. I don't have it set up in front of me at this moment, but essentially, like, if we had this just routed into one camera, when we switch to the other camera, we would lose our audio. So we have this set up so that we have an independent audio source through the Focusrite right into the computer, and I just want to make sure that this works and make sure that Ecamm supports it. So I'm going to go ahead and power the receiver on here. Alright, we got that powering on. Set that there, and then we're going to power on the transmitter, and I'm just going to do a quick test just to make sure that I can see the levels coming through. Sweet, so these are both booting up, and right now within Ecamm here, as you can see, it's just showing my MacBook microphone. So let's add an input here, and yep, looks like the Scarlett is showing up. Oh, and we're peaking there, so I'm going to turn down the knob on the interface, and I'm just going to tap this microphone. Yep, this microphone's creating the sound. So it is working. So my task is finished. That's what my pastor wanted me to take a look at and make sure this works, so that when we run our live stream, that it'll keep going. So yes, it is working. So let's just take a look around at the rest of the software here while I'm here with you guys, because I thought this could be an interesting little video. I know a lot of people are trying to do live streaming right now, and maybe it's for church, maybe it's for something else. Not sure what you guys have going on, but this software could be a great option. So right now we're just running the standard license. We didn't go for the pro license or anything like that. And we do want to stream through multiple platforms. So what we ended up doing is we also paid for a Restream IO subscription, because on their website this was a little bit confusing for me. Ecamm Live said that they supported multi-streaming and all of that stuff, but what I didn't catch is that it's multi-streaming through Restream IO or through Switchboard Live, so you already have to have a subscription for one of those if you want to stream to multiple platforms simultaneously. So essentially in our case, what Ecamm Live does is it just pushes the stream to Restream IO, and then from there Restream IO pushes it to Facebook, Periscope, and we're using YouTube as well. We're not using Twitch. So right now these options are here because Ecamm can stream to each one of these platforms individually. But if you want to stream to more platforms or multiple platforms at the same time, you need a Restream IO or Switchboard Live. Restream IO seems like the better value. I'm not really here to talk about comparisons between these two, but I will throw both of their different pricing models on the screen right now, just so that you can take a look and maybe make a decision. And you can also leave a question in the comments down below of this video, if that would be helpful for you. So yeah, other than that, this software is like pretty full featured. One of the things that we've been experimenting with is being able to inlay graphics. That's like the West Point Church graphic. They're able to hang out in just a little overview tab right here, and you can hide or show them, which is pretty handy. And then you can also, of course, show different file types too. So let's say, for example, let me just grab something out of my videos folder. Let's grab like an update video we rolled a little bit. Like, we can drop this in here, and we can do play full screen with audio, and then it will start playing it on the stream, which is super cool. So we do have those types of features built in, and you can pause it, you can skip forward, and obviously if we were going live, this would be broadcasting live, again in my case through Restream.io to all of those other platforms, but again, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So we're not live right now because I'm just kind of showing you the features, but in the settings you can choose your different YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook settings, as well as screen sharing settings, because you do have the option to broadcast things that are on your computer screen right through Ecamm as well, which is pretty sweet. And also you do have able to adjust the audio settings like we were doing. And the cool thing is too, is when you play that video, or any video, I don't know if you caught up here, the Scarlett and my MacBook microphone both auto muted, which is, in my opinion, super handy, because as soon as you throw a video up on the screen, it's not picking up any background noise or anything else that's going on. Then of course you do have the freedom to unmute them if you want to, and then that audio would go through on your stream. So you got quite a few features there, and that's pretty handy. You can also use the echo cancellation, which it was on by default and I've just left it on. Haven't noticed any problems either way, but it is something that is there, which is super cool. And so here, this is me showing screen sharing my desktop, and I haven't done this on my computer yet, so it wanted me to approve it, which I don't need to do right now. So I'll give it permission, might as well, just in case need to do that later. So you do have those options, and then it would show your desktop in the stream, which is pretty cool. And it bypasses the Ecamm window, so like it's just showing what's going on behind it. And there's a fair amount of latency, but you could kind of expect that for a stream, and in that case it's not going to be super bad. So yeah, you do have the option of doing that. You also just have the option of showing the video camera. This is my MacBook webcam. It's not super high quality, but when we have that external camera plugged in, when we're running that one or maybe two camera setup for the live stream we're planning, again with this Focusrite audio source, when we have that two camera setup, those will show up as a camera input in here, and we'll be able to select those cameras, so you don't have to use your built-in webcam if you don't want to. So we're definitely gonna figure out a couple things. Our HDMI to USB-C capture card that we plan on running into the MacBook, that hasn't come into the mail yet, so I haven't experimented a ton with external cameras at this point, but that is something that we're going to be getting to, and maybe I'll post an update video after we do kind of our first successful stream with it. So far we've only streamed pre-recorded content within this, within just the video player and grabbing things out of Finder. And then it's cool that you can have things stay in this little shelf here, so like if I needed to grab that logo again, I could just play it real quick and that logo would play. So like that's going to be our intro logo, so it's handy to have that, and just be able to pop it up real quick. Also super handy, you're able to add text in here. You can pick, your different text size, and like I'm just going to type this as a test, and then boom, we can add this text. Again, it goes into the little shelf, so I can hide it or make it appear. And that's super cool, so I like that. So there's definitely a lot of features in it for how easy this is to use. Like, again, I've never even done like kind of a full stream with it yet, and just being able to hop in here, have all of these options, just kind of at my fingertips, being super easy to use. I do really think it's a great piece of software, and again, for how relatively inexpensive it is compared to maybe other things. I know a lot of people use OBS, and that's free, but I've heard OBS is still a little bit buggy at this stage with some of the things we wanted to do. So that's why just kind of jumping on the live stream thing, just because again, everything that's going on right now, we just wanted it to be relatively easy to set up and figure out. And with OBS, we were just kind of worried that we were going to run into some problems. So we just decided to jump on Ecamm Live, because it's pretty simple and there are a lot of features built into it. So I hope if you're kind of looking for a live streaming software right now, and you were maybe looking into Ecamm, I hope this little behind the scenes, I know I didn't have a script for this video or anything, I just kind of went all random, but I hope it highlighted some of the information that maybe you needed to know. And again, yeah, I'm just kind of testing out my new overhead camera setup and things here, so I just wanted to make a little video to test that out, and again, hopefully it is helpful. So if you like this video, feel free to click the like button or subscribe using that button down below. If you thought I went too crazy and just rambled on a little too much, leave a comment and let me know, because I definitely want to improve videos in the future. Thanks for watching, and peace out.